Good morning,
Good morning.
Dr. Thompson, faculty, distinguished guests, graduates, family, and friends. My name is Danisha Hooker, and my responsibility today is to introduce the keynote speaker. Dr. Torina Lewis is a native of New Orleans, Louisiana, and was born and raised in the 7th Ward of the city. Ms. Lewis is a 1998 graduate of our very own John McDonough Senior High School. In 1999, Ms. Lewis enlisted into the Louisiana Army National Guard, where she proudly served for 11 years. In 2003, she earned a bachelor's degree in mathematics at Southern University at New Orleans. Later in 2003, Dr. Lewis continued her studies at Southern University Agricultural and Mechanical College in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, where she earned a Master's of Science degree in mathematics. Her thirst for higher education did not end there. In 2010, she completed her education with a PhD in mathematics from the University of Mississippi, where she is currently a visiting professor. A consummate mentor and dedicated professor, Dr. Lewis takes a personal interest in success of every student she encounters. Her passion is to mentor, educate, and retain students while having a positive influence on their lives. She is noted for giving 100% to her students, just as her former professors and mentors gave to her. She lives by the words, "If I can help just one, then my living will not be in vain." Dr. Thompson, faculty, distinguished guests, graduates, family, and friends, I present to you Dr. Torina Lewis.
Oh my. Good morning,
morning.
invited guests, Dr. Thompson, faculty, staff, and a special good morning to the John McDonough graduating class of 2013. It is an honor to share this day with you. Trojans, without your mother, father, grandmother, grandfather, sisters, brothers, aunts, uncles, cousins, friends, neighbors, or the faculty and staff of John McDonough Senior High School, this day will not be possible. Give your supporting cast a round of applause. When I accepted the invitation to address you, the Trojan class of 2013, I was both anxious and nervous at the same time. So that night, I watched commencement speeches on YouTube until I eventually fell asleep. I was on a quest to figure out how is one selected for such a memorable event, and more importantly, what does he or she say? The speeches I listened to had some commonalities amongst each other. The speakers were old, or maybe I should say older, and they were extremely accomplished. Their speeches were boring and extremely long. So Trojans, what I did is perform a quick self-evaluation, and I noticed I'm younger, far less accomplished, exciting, and sharp-witted. I began to feel intimidated, and I thought, why me? Because I know I don't have the characteristics of a traditional keynote speaker. So again, why me? Then I started to compare you and I said, that's it. I'm real, like you. So So I need you to allow me to be real. See, Trojans, I sat in the same classrooms as you. I had a teacher or two that believed in me like you. I look like you. I talk like you. If I take off my robe, you will see that I have swag like you. I'm judged like you. I have locks like you. I celebrate Mardi Gras like you. No matter where I'm teaching, I take off. I claim award like you. I've lost family members like you. I've been to prison. My lights got cut off. My mother was on food stamps. My brothers sold drugs. We had mice. We had roaches. And I still managed to graduate from high school just like you. Class of 2013, some adults haven't been through what we have been through as kids. You are the definition of, started from the bottom, now we're here. Now that you are here, I wish that I can wave a magic wand above your head and tell you that everything will become easier, but I can't. Unfortunately, there is no easy button in life. From this day, you will still be judged. But in addition to being judged by the color of your skin, the clothes that you wear, the slang that you speak, you will be judged by your numerical values, your GPA, ACT, SAT, ASVAB, and most importantly, the number of mistakes that you make which results in a felony conviction. Graduates, you are more than your numerical values suggest. And let me explain why. Trojans, what you are not told is that you have been born on an uneven playing field. In addition, there were times you lacked the basic necessities to live. So how could you reach your full potential? Who can be concerned with completing homework when the lights are off? How can you study if the landlord has placed an eviction notice on your door? How can you consistently attend school when your uniform is not clean? Trojans, you have continuously been asked to achieve seemingly unrealistic goals, and you have done a phenomenal job. Give yourselves a round of applause. Young ladies and young men, we must save ourselves. No one will come running to our rescue. Drugs are pumping throughout our neighborhoods, which is a recipe for senseless violence. Sure, it provides temporary income, but eventually you will end up in jail or in the grave, leaving our kids to suffer. Class of 2013, this has to stop. Our kids, already born on an uneven playing field, need the basic necessities to reach their full potential. You are our future, and the beginning to the end of this cycle has to start with you. What you do from this day forward determine whether or not your kids, born or unborn, face the same battles you and I have faced growing up due to the lack of basic necessities. You have two options, Trojans, just two. Option one, you can enter into the workforce. Or option two, you can further your education. Any other option that you choose, including the one I want to take a year off after I graduate. We can't do that one, Trojans. We gotta progress. Any other option you choose will be detrimental to ending the cycle of our kids lacking the basic necessities required to live. Class of 2013, your kids are dependent on you. Your family and your hood is dependent on you. Your city and your state are dependent on you. And ultimately, your president, Mr. Barack Obama, is dependent on you to end this cycle. Graduates, selecting one of the two options presented is a civil obligation. And I understand that there may be some fear associated with making a decision, because I may be asking you to do just a little bit more than what you consider doing. Allow this to be your first challenge as an adult. Now, no matter what option you choose, you already possess the tools needed to succeed. You have the faculty and staff at John McDonald to help with application and resumes. Trojans, someone will afford you an opportunity, and you must show up and show out. This means you will have to work hard. Your teachers have equipped you with the tools to work hard. You will encounter disappointment, and your childhood has provided you with tools to overcome disappointment. You will fall down, and since you have fallen before, Trojans, you know what it takes to get back up. Now, there may be a time when you encounter a situation that just get the best of you. Your professor gave you a D on an assignment and you worked hard. Your boss seems as if she is just picking on you. Don't quit, Trojans. Just take a deep breath, ask God for help, and in the words of Tupac, you're black, smile. John McDonald, class of 2013, the future is now. God bless you, and thanks for having me.